You've seen and heard enough television and radio commercials to understand that there's potential side effects to any medication. This part of the commercial is often referred to as the disclaimer. Stuff that you may take may be of considerable help in your life, whatever pills, that kind of stuff, may be a help, but there's side effects that might somehow complicate another part of your life. And in these commercials, these side effects are often written in very tiny small print and or read very fast and or voiced over happy images of those who are benefiting from the drug's desired effect. For instance, there is an antidepressant that is a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. I think that's how you say it. That goes by the name of Prozac. It's often used to treat depression. All that might be very helpful. But here comes the potential side effects right here. Nausea, upset stomach, constipation, headaches, anxiety, sleep problems, insomnia, drowsiness, dizziness, and nervousness, heart palpitations, loss of appetite or increase of appetite, which might impact weight change, cold symptoms like a stuffy nose or sneezing or sore throat, dry mouth, decreased sex drive, impotence, or even difficulty having a sexual orgasm. And if you're pregnant, it might cause heart defects or serious lung problems for your newborn. Did you notice it took longer to outline the possible side effects than it did to identify the positive effects? Man. But the makers of drugs like this need to identify possible side effects for you so that you might know what possible outcomes you might be experiencing by using their product. The next question we're talking about in our baptismal vows is not so much as a disclaimer as is a claim or a declaration. The question is, do you believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting? It all starts with the Holy Spirit, the third person of our one God. Jesus promised to send an advocate to be with his disciples following his life, death, and resurrection, and then ascending into heaven. The power of the Lord and the Creator continue to flow through us through the Holy Spirit. Your continued participation in our core classes and confirmations with confirmation sponsors will speak more to you about the gifts and the promises and the differences that the Spirit can make in your life. The side effects, but they're good. The rest of the questions speak about these positive outcomes, the side effects of life within the Spirit for the disciples and the generations that followed after them. Believers gathered together in a Spirit-filled, one and holy and Catholic and Apostolic Church. The Spirit encouraged and emboldened the heroic lives of those we consider among the communion of saints. Jesus sent to the apostles the ability to acknowledge God's mercy is still present, and therefore the forgiveness of sins is real and attainable. And finally, through Christ's sacrifice and the Spirit's guided enthusiasm and confidence that this life does not end and is not meaningless, but we get to experience resurrection of the body and life everlasting. Those spiritual side effects of faith might be considered more worthwhile than the potential of nausea, upset stomach, constipation, headaches, and the rest. Choose the Spirit and choose the positive side effects for your life and your experience of community here in our church. As always, we've got some follow-up questions for you. Stop and pause on the questions and have a great dialogue. Our last episode will come out next week.